Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tim, and I am a retired educator living out my dreams in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I'm glad to have you back with us. Today I have a small confession to make, and that is that I am a lifelong procrastinator. It's not something I'm proud of, but it's something I live with every day, and that becomes a problem when it comes time to try to declutter. Procrastination is not a fun thing, and I wish that there was a way that I could just wave a magic wand and do away with it completely and become someone who is motivated to do everything. If there is such a person that is type A, I'm probably type Z. I struggled when I was an administrator. I struggled calling home to talk to parents about something with their kids because I didn't like talking to people I didn't know. I don't like to make small talk. Those kinds of introductory phone calls are difficult for me, and so I would put it off and put it off and put it off until it couldn't be put off any longer. This is a problem. When it comes to trying to rid yourself of things that you don't need, it is far too easy for me to just sit back on the couch, turn on the TV, and go mind numb for a while, rather than try to tackle the problem head on. In getting to this place where I am starting to do this process, I did it in 3 little steps. And this is nothing new. I just want to tell you about my process. And the first part of that step was that I decided that I would start small. Before I ever tackled this room, this is the room where it all started. This is the room I made a little unknown video about decluttering that now has almost 500,000 views and has garnered me over 21,000 subscribers in less than a month. And I thought, well, I'm going to talk about decluttering again. I might as well come back here because this is the lucky room. But before I took on the process of trying to tackle my closet, the bedroom furniture, all of that, I had to start small. When I made the decision, it was after a tornado had taken out part of our house and my living room was destroyed. A tree fell on the house. It wasn't a tornado, but a tree fell on the house. I decided when we put it all back together that I would change the color scheme. So that was pretty easy. Somebody else was going to do the painting and I didn't have to worry about it. And I decided to get rid of all the furniture that I had and replace it with smaller, sleeker, more modern kind of looking pieces that I could enjoy. And when I did that, it sort of spilled over into other things. And so I literally, the very first thing that I decluttered was the dishes in my kitchen. I didn't do the whole kitchen, that came later. But I decided that I would just pull them all out, give it all away, and go with white, just white, something minimal, clean, and just start with this one cabinet in my kitchen. And that felt really good. Starting small, I know it's very cliche, but for a procrastinator, small is sometimes the only thing we can associate as being doable. And I decluttered my closet, which wound up decluttering the entire bedroom. But even in the closet, you don't have to do the whole closet. Pick a spot, one simple spot. Now, just like the kitchen is not really done, the closet is not done either. I've had some comments on a couple of videos about, why I have my hangers turned around backwards in the closet. And I thought this was a trick that everybody knew, but evidently not. So this is the continual decluttering for me without having to declutter. In my closet, when I redid my closet and all the clothing in there, I put everything in with the hangers hanging backwards. And then as I pull something out to wear it, I turn the hanger around and put it back on the right way to demonstrate to me that I've actually used this piece of clothing. And in 6 months, I will look at what hangers have not moved yet. And I can already tell you that I own 3 pairs of jeans. And right now, I am only wearing 2 pairs of jeans. I have a pair that I wear, and then when they go in the washing machine, I put on another pair, and I wear those for a while. When they go in the washing machine, I put on the first pair. And probably when I get done, I'm going to have 1 pair of blue jeans that I'm going to need to get rid of. But I'm not ready to do that just yet. I'm just kind of letting the ball roll for a while to see how things go. But it is a decluttering process that's happening in the background, a very small piece. My kitchen is the same way. When I put all the dishes in the kitchen and I've got all the white plates and bowls and everything in there, now that I've used it for a while, every time I open those cabinets up and I look, I see 3 white coffee cups. Now, it used to be 4, but I think I broke one. And I never use these coffee cups. I have a blue mug and a black mug. I like coffee in a mug because it stays hotter longer. And so those 3 cups are just sitting there in the cabinet, never being used. I have 4 large plates, and I have 4 small plates, and I have 4 square-type bowls, and those are the things that I typically eat out of on a regular basis, and that gives me enough to go through because there's just one of me, and I can fill up the dishwasher and still have plates left to eat off of while I'm washing dishes in the dishwasher. But I have 6 round bowls. 6. And I never use more than 2. I don't eat out of them. I use them to mix stuff up in. I never use more than 2. So I've got 4 bowls I could easily just pull out of the cabinet and do something with. Starting small. When I went through the closet, I found this little piece right here. Now, this was made for me by one of my grandchildren, and I have never had a place to put it, ever. It didn't go with anything I had in the house before, but it does go now. But because it was hidden on a shelf in the closet, I didn't even remember that I had it. So now I know where it's going. I have a place in the bathroom that I've had a picture of the family that I had never wanted there. I've never actually hung it on the wall. It just kind of sits there with some candles left over from the last color scheme that should have already been gone. And it's still just there because I keep putting it off. So now I'm going to hang this, and I'm going to take what's in there and put it in the hallway where I have these 3 plates hanging that are also left over from the last color scheme. And these little tiny movements, they only take 10 or 15 minutes to accomplish, but they are huge for a procrastinator. Another very simple step that I've done, I've seen on some other decluttering channels, this idea of putting a basket or a box in a corner somewhere where you can just put things that need to go away. It's not that simple for me. And so what I've done is I went to Lowe's and I picked up 3 small moving boxes. It cost less than $5. And I have labeled one box think, I've labeled one box take, and I've labeled one box toss. Think, take, and toss. Now, if I'm in my closet and I put something on and it doesn't fit anymore, that's sort of a no-brainer. That's going to go into the take box. I'm going to take that to Goodwill or somewhere and donate that to somebody. If I've got something that's broken and there's no hope of fixing it and I'm just going to replace it, that's also a no-brainer. That's going to go in the toss box. That goes to the trash. But there are other things that are a little more nuanced than that. I might run across something else in the kitchen, for instance, that I haven't used in a while, but I don't really know yet whether I should get rid of it. And I can put it in the think box. And in 30 days, I can come back and I can say, have I missed it? Did I need it? Am I ever going to need it? But I don't make that decision right away. not everything has to be spur of the moment, get rid of it, take it away, or keep it. Life is a lot more difficult than that. And we need to be able to allow ourselves the time to reflect, to consider, to think through, and not feel guilty about that. But also at the same time, get it out of where it normally sits so that it becomes obvious to us it's not there anymore. And then we can decide, did I miss it? Did I need it? If I did, I go back and get it, I put it back. But if I don't, then I decide which of the other two boxes it should go into. And then the third thing that I'm doing for myself is a little bit of a reward. Anytime that I pull my behind up off the couch and actually do what I know I should be doing, I am rewarding myself in some way. And that's a really simple process of just allowing the dopamine rush that comes from the reward to be associated with the procrastinating waiting, so that I know that if I ever do get up off the couch and do what I'm supposed to do, there is a reward that's following, kind of like Pavlov's dog. And then eventually your brain sort of gets adjusted to that when you think about needing to get up and do something to declutter your home, it's no longer a task, it is associated with the reward. And for you, that may be an extra scoop of ice cream, or it might be dinner at your favorite restaurant, or it might be going out to see a movie, or it could just be taking a walk in the woods. Whatever it is that's small, quick, and easy to do that brings a reward could go a long way toward redeveloping the habits of your brain. Now, these are just a few of the things that I'm doing for my personality type. These things may not help you at all. But if you are a procrastinator like me, who is looking at things that you know you should be doing, but you just don't have it yet to get up and get it done, trying this may help. If you've got a different setup and a different method of going about your cleaning and decluttering and trying to get rid of the chaos of your life, feel free to put that in the comments below. I do try to read the comments, but sometimes they come in so hard and fast, I know I've missed a lot. But one thing I've noticed about the comments on this channel, at least so far, is other people are reading your comments. And sometimes they're commenting on your comment. And so if you leave something here about what you're doing, what I'm saying may not make much sense to somebody watching the video, but your comment could be the thing that they need to hear. So please feel free to leave some things down below about what you're doing to tackle the decluttering process in your home. And as always, I really, truly, honestly appreciate you being here. Thank you.